Hey, good afternoon or good morning, depending on what part of the world you're in. Welcome to the channel, everybody. Gorgo 2005 saying hi de-doo to all of you. Today, we're looking to see if maybe we pull in a few people from the Twitter side who may not be experienced in OOTP or in matters that we are by and large interested in here on the baseball front. But for anybody who happens to be here, and I see 85 viewers in the channel right now, if anybody in here is new, coming over from Twitter, welcome. Glad to see you're here. We did manage to lose a follower since my Wednesday stream. And instead of 700, I am now down to 699. So if anybody is so inclined, we would greatly appreciate a follow on the channel. That'll help get me back up to that nice even 700 number that I wasn't ever dreaming of ever hitting, but we're practically there now. So a follow on the channel is always greatly appreciated, and thanks in advance if you haven't done so yet and plan to do so. Okay, so here's what we have on tap for today, folks. I'm going to be taking a look at the three teams, and we're going to have somewhere in the neighborhood of 100 or so packs to open up once we get to pack gripping later on. We're going to look at our number one team, the Finneytown Flames, first in the diamond level, which is the second highest level of competition in out of the park baseball. And then we'll take a look at my number two team, the Finneytown Wildcats, and take a look-see at them to see what they are up to. And then after that, we will take a look at the number three team in gold. The Wildcats, I forgot to mention, are in silver, but the third team, the Juggernauts, are in a gold league, and they're in direct danger of coming back to silver, which I fully expected when we got booted up to gold after last season. So, and also for the newbies, our seasons in out of the park baseball in the perfect team mode of the game, each complete season takes a calendar week to complete. The league starts on Monday. League play ends on Saturday night, Sunday morning, and playoffs are on Sunday. And then over the remainder of Sunday, promotion and relegation takes place. People get promoted up to the higher level, next higher level, and the relegees or relegation or drop zone people get dropped down to the league immediately preceding. There is a hierarchy here. We may take a look at that in just a little bit. But for right now, we only have about 6.5 minutes before our first ad break. So let's go ahead and jump into the game, why don't we, and see what we can get into on the OOTP side. I'm taking a real quick look. Is it good to sell off the early mission diamond reward cards for points, or do I save for future missions? If they're not, for GeoMan153, if they're not currently in a mission, I always save them. I always save them, regardless, okay? All right, that's exactly what I'm doing, Ryan Shore, is if there's anybody new in here listening for the very, very first time, they don't know the first thing about OOTP, so I'm having to feeling necessary to let them know a little bit, okay? Yeah, and Ryan Shore is right there, GeoMan. If you want to go ahead and sell them, go right ahead. But I'll tell you what I do personally is that if a card is not currently in a mission, Erie GMV2, hey, thank you for being follower number 700. Okay, that would be that looks like a brand new account for Erie GM. So welcome. As always, Erie GM is a Discord and OOTP friend. Okay, so anyway, let me see. Okay, let's see now. What I want to do next, like I said, is get into the game. So I got to get to OBS to do that. And hang on a second, and here we go. Okay. So I do have a lot of stuff going on today. I do need, I got kicked out of the 6890 tournament. Okay, I got to spam me another ace of bronze. See, for those folks in here who don't know what I'm doing right now, I am entering a tournament to try to win me some packs. These packs up here have baseball cards in them that I can use to help improve my team or sell them to get my treasury build up. The currency in the game is called perfect points. That is in the perfect team mode. Everything on this side of the game is related to perfect team. Either perfect team league play that I get into up here at the top, or perfect team tournaments that I get into down here at the bottom. There are many other modes of the game over here in the menu on the left hand side. You can create custom games, load a game that you've previously saved. There's a tutorial game that you can play to help you learn this side of the table, or this side of the game. Standard games, historical games, custom games. Historical games is where you get to simulate an entire series as an historical team. I like to play as the 1927 Yankees because they kick butt. Okay, I'll play a season as the 1927 New York Yankees. Custom game is where you get to basically make up your own little baseball world. It's like the ultimate sandbox for baseball. And everything here is simulation. We don't actually try to bat at pitches. We don't try to throw pitches. What we're doing is simulating the game, and you don't really have much except in perhaps the standard and custom side. You have a modicum of control over there where you can say, okay, I'm going to try to get this guy to steal a base, or I'm going to try to get this guy to do that. But you can't really aim your pitches, and you can't really aim your bat, so to speak. So you'll get an idea. If you happen to come by tomorrow's stream, tomorrow I will be doing, down here at the very bottom, I will be doing an historical simulation. I'm going to take my returning champion, the winners of the last historical simulation that I did, the 1976 Cincinnati Reds, who knocked off the returning and several-time champion 1984 Detroit Tigers. They played them in a World Series, and Sparky Anderson's team won. Specifically, my Sparky Anderson's team, because I'm a Reds fan. Finneytown, if you didn't figure it out already, is a Cincinnati suburb that isn't really a town, believe it or not. It's a census-designated place, but it's not a town. It's a school district carved out of a township. And the rest of the township they send their kids to different school systems. But anybody that lives inside the Finneytown School District, their kids go to Finneytown schools like my kids did. All four of them are proud Finneytown graduates. The first one in 1998, the next one in 2001, and then my twins in 2002. So that gives you an idea how long we've been living here. We've been here for a little over 30 years in this house. So we're really, really pleased with the neighborhood. It's close enough to all the conveniences, and we don't have to pay city income tax. So that's kind of nice. At least when I was working, I had to pay city income tax because I was working downtown, and all downtown companies have to pay city income tax. But living out here in the township, I don't have to pay the least little bit of tax out here, except the property taxes are up there a little bit. We're one of the higher tax rates of property taxes in the entire county to support our school system, which we're really, really proud of. Okay, so anyway, you can see I've got 3 tournaments running down here. That's the maximum I can have running on these quick tournaments. I've got a weekly perfect draft down here. Perfect draft is a mode of a tournament where you can you're presented with choices of cards, and you have to pick your cards to draft them for your team that will play in that tournament. And we can maybe give you an idea. There's my first drop that just hit. If you happen to be playing OOTP and you watch my stream and the streams of any other affiliate streamers for OOTP, for every 15 minutes of stream that you watch, you can get an in-game reward, which is good for one standard pack. My pack count went from 53 to 54 because that first drop came in from me watching my own stream. And that was our alarm for our first ad break. So let's go ahead and take a moment or two and hear this from our sponsors. Okay, everybody, we should be back by now, and I can see the chat has really been active here. I see where Ryan Shore is saying that he often sells his cards if cards aren't in a mission. I don't do that myself. It's a personal choice, but especially since it might help you to complete a lower level mission or two. Okay, I can help you see that one there. Okay, I hear you. Okay, it's a gamble to hoard or sell cards. Ryan Shore is saying that. And no one really knows what to expect. When I came into the game 2 game cycles ago, I came in with Perfect Team 21, OOTP 21, and we're now 2 versions later on 23. Now the reason that the version number is 1 ahead of the year is because the very first season of OOTP came out in 2000. That was year 1. Okay, that was version 1 of Out of the Park Baseball. And we're now 22 years later, which is now Out of the Park 23. And that's why we are on that number 1 off there. Ryan Shore asking me if what's my favorite memory of the machine? Listening over the radio, because I was living in Southeast Ohio at the time. All I had was a radio. I didn't even have a good working TV that could pick the games up. And just loving every minute of that particular 1975 series, because that was when I was in my first year of school teaching. I taught in Southeast Ohio, and I was there for 10 years total. So I was there for the 1976 Reds also. So the favorite memory of the machine is just everything, basically everything. All the euphoria. About the only thing I couldn't do was be in downtown Cincinnati to celebrate with all the Cincinnati residents. So, and here's a funny true story. Way back, I think it was 1978 or so, I made my first trip to Cincinnati and brought my then brand new wife with me. We got married in 77, so we just had our 45th wedding anniversary. But I brought my wife to a Reds game. We sat out in the center field seats at the old Riverfront Stadium, the old cement donut. And I happened to mention to her, and says, wouldn't this be a great place to live someday? And she says, over my dead body. She was such an ingrained country girl that she didn't want to even think about being in a big city. And look what happened over time and the good Lord's provisions for us. We end up living in Cincinnati for the longest time that we've ever lived in one location in our entire lives. And we're loving it. She gradually got used to it living around here, and all the conveniences and all of the headaches too of being in a city, they're all here. Okay, so Ryan Shore is suggesting I show a perfect draft screen here. So let us see what I can do about that. Getting into the game. Okay, if I show here, this is a perfect draft screen, okay? Now, I'm not going to enter another perfect draft, but this gives you an idea. Wait a minute, maybe I can draft my TWIPT team, okay? Because I haven't drafted them yet. But let's go ahead and start this, because I only have a limited amount of time to actually draft a team. But this is how perfect draft works. And I'll show you some of the thought process I go through while I'm trying to draft my team. I have to fill all my positions. I like to have at least 2 people at each position, including backups. I like to have 12 pitchers, 5 starters, 7 relievers, and some of those relievers may come in looking like starters. So here's how perfect draft works. Now here, in round number 1, I've got 2 of the highest tier cards that are presented to me in a random choice. And I'm going to take Oscar Charleston. He's a hot new card for the Negro League Stars collection of cards in this game. I can also choose from left fielder Harry Stovey, who has 104 defense in left field. Monty Irvin has 100 defense in left field, but his contact to power ratio 96 to 85. Over here it's 92 to 79. So they're fairly even as far as hitting profiles go. Here's a Wade Davis pitcher card, a reliever, and I don't think I'll be pitching. I'll be choosing a pitching card in this round here because I don't like the live Gaussman, and I don't really care. I would, if I had a better starting pitcher option here, I would go with them. I think I'm going to go, just to keep it in the Negro League Stars collection, I'm going to go ahead and go with Monty Irvin, because look at all the positions he covers. Harry Stovey doesn't do too badly either. He covers the entire outfield and first base. If you look at the bottom of the bubble there, he plays first base, left field, center field, right field. With Monty Irvin, he plays all over the place. Every position except catcher. So for his versatility and his very close hitting profile and his very close defense, I'm going to take Monty Irvin in this round. So you can see over here, I've only got 20 minutes total to draft my team. Okay, now I've got some cards to pick from here. These are diamond level cards, which are between 90 and 99 on their overall rating. The perfect cards are 100 rated. So the diamond cards are 90 to 99. So let's see now. I've already got myself a left fielder, so that guy's out of the picture. Walker Cooper, who's an 80 defense catcher, he's an option I might want to look at. I already have a center fielder in Oscar Charleston. I do need some starting pitching. So what I think I'm going to end up doing, I'm going to skip the left fielder, I'm going to skip the catcher, I'm going to skip this center fielder, obviously, because I already have a good starting center fielder, and we are going to take 2 starting pitchers here. We're going to take Herb Pennock, and we're going to take Bill Holland, okay? So I've got myself 2 starting pitchers to go with my 2 outfielders I have so far. Okay, now here I've got a really good first baseman in Kent Herbeck. Look at the 98 defense there. He's got a decent contact and power profile there as a 93. But you know what? I see another card over here that can play that position that I like even better. My own Reds, Joseph Daniel Votto. Even though his defense is lower, this card slaps hits. So I'm going to take Joey Votto to be my first baseman. And I think Robin Ventura looks like one hell of a choice for third base. And I think that's exactly where I'm going to go next. Because I've got 2 97 cards, the 2 highest rated cards in here. This card here says it is a tournament edition. That means winners or high placement people in some tournaments might have earned this card. But it's available to me now, so I can use it in the perfect draft. So we're going to go ahead and choose Robin Ventura and a packable, which means it can appear in packs, Joey Votto, okay? I'm not really looking at chat. Rizulm, huh? Hi there, happy Saturday. Good to see you. Good to see you, okay? And you can only get up to 5 packs from affiliates per day. You can only get 5 drops per day from affiliate streamers. You can also get 5 drops from the official channel, the OOTP Developments channel, whenever they stream. And they are supposed to stream, I believe, tonight. I believe Alex Murray is going to be on tonight. and he will be able to give us 5 more drops. Now, I'm down into the gold cards. I'm into the gold cards now. I've got a first baseman, a third baseman, a left fielder, and a center fielder. I need a bunch more pitching. I need a shortstop. I need a second baseman. I need a right fielder, and I need pitching. Austin Kearns is a really good hitting right fielder with good defense. I think I'm going to choose Austin Kearns for right field, but let me look around here a little bit. Orlando Hudson for second base. Ooh, nice, nice. That's a tasty looking card. Wait a minute, Charlie Blackwell for right field. I think I like him better than Austin Kearns. Yes, yes, yes. I definitely like Charlie Blackwell better than Austin Kearns for right field. So he's going to be my right fielder. And okay, shortstop Greg Gagne with 110 defense. Yeah, baby. That means he'll pick up all those ground balls. But I also need to get me some pitching. But let me look at my pitching options here. My pitching options here aren't really that great. My pitching options in this particular round of Perfect Draft aren't that great, so I'm going to go ahead and take another position player. I'm going to go ahead and take Gagne for my shortstop. Okay, my pitching options aren't worth a tinker's damn here. So we'll take those 2 cards and move on. And our next gold round, all these gold cards are rated 80 to 89 as opposed to the diamond cards that are 90 to 99. So I'm looking for some good cards that I need. I could use some pitching. Sad Sam Jones, there's my third starter right there. Okay, he's a good pitcher. He's a very, very good pitcher. I've got a good relief pitcher here in Penn Murphy. Sixto Lezcano for right field, but I don't need a right fielder. For right now, I can get some lower rated cards for right field. I think if I find a second baseman here, but there are no second basemen in here, I'm going to take me another pitcher, I think. Let me look for a good relieving pitcher here. A good relieving pitcher, and that looks like that might be... And here I can tell you something else about these cards. If it's got the pitchers or the player's picture on them, those are live MLB 2022 cards, and you can see it in the card bubble here for Penn Murphy. He is a live card, even though he doesn't have a face. He is a 2022 live card because he is playing in the major leagues right now, presently. Same thing with Caleb Thielbar, same thing with Austin Riley. These other cards, my earlier tournament came in. These other cards are all considered to be historical cards because they are non-live mainly. Future Legends are based on this year, but they are not live cards. They are considered historical. They're cards that the game is projecting to be future stars of OOTP. So I'm thinking this Aaron Ashby card with this high stuff and the decent movement, low control, not much stamina, he might be one of my better relief options here. Casey Jansen is another good one. Let's see. With a good movement. Movement means the ability to avoid giving up home runs. So I'm gonna choose Casey Jansen as my second pitching card here. Okay. We only have 12 minutes left to draft 8 more rounds, so I got to hurry this up. Okay, now I could use some more pitching. Starting pitcher Bill Foster. Okay, he'll be my 4th starting pitcher. Okay, and Bob Nepper, he would be an excellent 5th. I've got a whole lot of pitchers here. Oh, wait a minute, you know what? Real Cormier. Real Cormier is one of the best relievers in the game. So I'm going to pick Cormier over Nepper. Even though Nepper is higher rated, I'm going to pick Cormier. Look at his movement and control. Look at Nepper's movement and control. I think I like Cormier a little bit better. He's going. Okay, so we have our 2 cards for this round. Let's keep on going. Okay. Twan Alex is talking about his... Okay, now we're in the silver cards. Rated between 70 and 79. Twan Alex is saying, okay, Hughesman is saying perfect drafts are fun. Okay. Yep, exactly for that reason, Hughesman. I agree with you. Could not agree more. Live cards update once a month during the season. That's right. And once the last updates come in October, then the live updates are done, and the live cards stay put for the rest of the game cycle, for the rest of the OTP. There's my catcher, Dick Dietz. Oh, no, 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 no. Look at that defense. He's not going to catch worth a hoot. I need a better catcher than that. I need a much better catcher than that. I think Saul White might be a decent second baseman. And I think Saul White is going to be my pitch here for a second base slot. Ozzie Albies, though, 70 defense and 79 defense. I'll take Saul White from the Negro League Stars collection. I'll take his defense. And here's a good illustration. An historical card is almost invariably better than a higher rated live card at the same position. Okay, because take a look at his hitting profile: 68-48 on the contact to power. Ozzie is only 61 to 55. Okay, with the 43 eye. The eye is the ability to draw walks. There's another stat in there on a card that's called avoid Ks. That's the ability to avoid strikeouts. And his defense is a 70. Saul White's defense is a 79. 9 points better. So I'm going to take Saul White for my second baseman. That'll complete my first string infield. I still need a catcher. I don't have a catcher yet, and I can probably use a pitcher in this round. I could take Josh Hader, except he sucks. Connor Brogdon, live card. I don't want to use a live card. I'd rather use, I think, either Kevin Rogers or TJ McFarland. Let me see, 93 on the movement, 75 on the control, 90 on the movement, 60 on the control. I'm going to take TJ for my relief staff, and this is going to be my third reliever, my 7th overall pitcher. So I still need to get a catcher, and I still need to get me 5 more pitchers, okay? Mel Harder is a starting pitcher. I think he can be my last starter. Let me look over the rest of the pitching cards. Okay, yeah, he's going to be my next starter, my last starter, my 5th starter. And now I could still use a catcher, and I don't see any catchers here in this round. So I'm going to have to rely on some later rounds to give me, okay. Just need to play some more to turn the luck there, Resume? Probably so, probably so. I'm going to take another pitcher here, and it's going to be an historical pitcher. I don't want Alvin Dark, even though he backs up second base or shortstop and third base. Vic Harris plays the entire outfield. He would be a good option for a utility outfielder, but I think I'm going to save the utility cards for down in the bronze round or the iron round. Okay, let's see. I think I like Will Harris, maybe the best of the relievers. Okay, so we got Mel Harder for starting, and we got Will Harris for relieving. So that should get me up to 9 total pitchers. Now down here at the bottom of this left-hand side over here, I've got 5 starters, 4 relievers. I need 3 more pitchers for my 12-man pitching staff. Okay, so let me see here. Patrick Sandoval, he's a live card. Might not be a bad pitching option. Catcher, Mickey Tettleton. Mickey. 68 defense. Okay, there's one of my catchers. I need to get at least 2 catchers, so I'm going to take him as my first choice. Okay, so I have a catcher. How about Turk Lown? Turk Lown's a good pitcher. 77 Turk Lown, and he's about the best. Oh, Pedro Ramos though. Oh, wait a minute. 87 stuff, 78 control. Yeah, I'm going to take Ramos. Ramos, even though he's listed as a starting pitcher card, I'm going to slot him into a relief role. So that's going to get me up to 10 pitchers. I only need 2 more pitchers. But I still need 1 more catcher, and I need to start getting some utility players around the rest of the infield here and the rest of the outfield. So let's see here. Joe Creedy only plays third base. Lee Stang is a starting pitcher. That's not bad. Okay, we're down in the bronze cards now. These are rated between 60 and 69. These are bronze cards. Stuffy McInnes for backing up Joey Votto at first base. He's not a bad choice. He's a really good bronze card. Okay, Freddie Parent only plays shortstop. Ron Jackson. Okay, let's see. Ernie Clement. Oh, look at Ernie. Ernie plays all over the place. He backs up. He even pitches. Haha. I'm going to take an Ernie Clement here, okay? Even though he's a live card, and I don't care much for live cards, look at the utility on this card. He backs up the entire infield. He can also pitch, and he can also play 2 outfield positions. He's versatility in a card right there. Okay, so I have my 2 for this round. And okay, our next round of live cards, there's live Albert Pujols. Tom Murphy's a decent pitching card. Let me look here. I'm looking at all my pitchers. Old Chick Hafey. Chick Hafey. Oh, he only plays left. Doggone it. I've got him playing on my bronze tournament team. All right. Tom Murphy is going to be pitcher number 11. Okay, now who am I going to pick here? Tom Zachary for another pitcher? Not quite. Okay, shortstop Marcus Semien. He plays second base and shortstop. Okay, I'm thinking here. Don Hoke only plays third. So I'm looking for utility here now. Second base, third base, shortstop. Okay, shortstop and second. I think I've got enough utility around the infield. I need some outfield utility. And this guy right here is not too bad. He's 93 rated on defense in left field. So I think I'm going to take him. Even though he's a live card, I'm going to take Kyle Isbell as my next card in this round. I've got 2 more rounds to go and 4 minutes to get it done. Okay. And I only have 1 more pitcher I need. Okay, so let's see. I think I might need okay, there's a good second catcher. What about Jan Gomes? Nah, he's not that good. Jacob Stallings, 76. Omar Narvaez, 67. I'm going to take Stallings, who looks like the reincarnation of a young Joe Nuxhall. He's going to be my backup catcher. Okay. And who else am I going to pick up here? Maybe 1 more pitcher? Maybe 1 more pitcher. Let me look for a good pitching card. Victor Robles plays all over the outfield with 87 defense and center field. Alex Dickerson only plays 2 outfield positions. Beody Taveras, okay. Patrick Wisdom, he plays all okay, 2 infield and 2 outfield positions. I think I might want to look. What about Manny Pena? Look at all the catchers I've got in this round. 4 catchers, because you only get 10 of each card of each of each position, and 4 of my 10 catcher cards are in this round of bronze. He's a 66. Stallings is a 76. I'm taking Stallings. Okay, now I'm looking for utility. Okay, I think right here is a good utility outfield. He has the corners covered really well at 79 and 76. So I'm taking Luis Gonzalez. And I think I've got 1. Oh, no. I've only got 1 more pitcher to get, because I didn't really care for the pitching options in this round. So we're going to go ahead and take these 2. And we'll pick our final pitcher out of these last 12 cards. So let me look for a good pitching card. Oh, Paul Blackburn, right there. That's my guy. That's my guy. He's going to be pitcher number 12. This guy is an extreme ground baller. He used to be a mainstay on my Perfect Team 21 Iron Tournament teams. Dishnet 34 used to drool over his Perfect Team 21 card when I made the finals of the TWIPT Friday night tournament. So Paul Blackburn, faux show. Now let's get us some utility in the outfield, if we can. Gerard Encarnacion, he plays 2 positions. He's got better rating in right field. I think it's gonna be Mr. Encarnacion, okay? And that is gonna complete my perfect draft. And what we'll see, I'm going to go manage my roster now. But here's something I like to do for starters, is let the artificial intelligence set up my complete team and lineups and everything. And when I go to do that, I have to go to the pitching slot, the pitching tab up here, to see how it laid out my pitchers and see if I... Oh, wait a minute. They've got Oscar in there as a starting pitcher? I don't think so. I don't think so. They got him in there as a pitcher. what does his pitching ratings look like? Okay, that's his batting ratings. I want to see his pitching ratings. There's his pitching ratings. 89 movement, 41 stuff, 75 control, 62 stamina. Nope. Nope and nope. I don't think so. Well, you know what? You know what? Just for grins and giggles, I think I might just leave him there. Heck with him. Heck with it, okay? So that gives me 13 pitchers. But I can also use, I want Oscar in center field. I want Oscar in center field. Let me get a gold card or a silver card to toss into that last one. Casey Jansen, they've got in there. Okay, he's a pure reliever. Mel Harder is a starting pitcher. Okay, Tom Murphy, what was he? 50 stamina, 18 stamina. Mel Harder's got the 98 stamina. So Oscar, you're coming out. You're not going to have any role. So we are going to put Mel Harder over here. And I'm going to put, who's got the higher stamina here? Blackburn or Murphy? 70, wait a minute, hang on a second. 72 stamina for Blackburn and 50 for Murphy. I'm going to move Blackburn and leave him in the long relief role, and I'm going to move the lower stamina Tom Murphy, and I'm going to move him into middle relief and make them normal usage. Okay. Real Cormier is my closer. That's a good choice there. We're not going to have any designation for Oscar Charleston. I want him pitching or playing in center field. Okay. Now let's go ahead and get into my right-handed pitching lineup. Okay. Oscar starting in center field with Monty backing him up. Look at all the backups I've got here. I can go 3 deep at any position except for catcher and for second base. And look at all the people I've got as pinch hitters and as pinch runners. So I like the way this is looking here. Gagne at short, Saul White backing up second and third, or short and third. Okay, good. Against left-handed hitting, I still have Votto in there. Stuffy McGinnis is backing him up. And I still have 7 positions that are 3 deep. So I'm liking this. I'm going to go to my strategy next. And we're going to come over here, and I'm going to, this is my old habit of doing this, because there are several different strategy presets. I'm not going to go into individual player strategy and their individual settings, but I'm going to set team settings for the sabermetric theory of baseball management. And I love the sabermetric model, except I don't like how they steal bases. So I'm going to bump them up 5 notches to there and say we're going to steal bases this much of the time as opposed to hardly any or to the max. We're going to regulate our stealing so that we steal a bit, but we're not trying to get too over anxious with it. And you can see all the different settings here that the sabermetric strategy sets up for you. If you go in here and play around with different strategies, you can see what they actually do for your team, which is really, really cool, I think. So anyway, I'm ready to submit my team. I'm pretty much done. I am done with my perfect draft. And that, folks, is how perfect draft works, at least for me. I know it's a whirlwind, and I did not look at chat at all. Okay. Let me get back to OBS. I can get a much better look at chat here. PJ Slee says, one customization you sometimes make, if you have one guy backing up more than 2 positions, the game always struggles to figure out when to sub him. If you get one guy at 30% or something, you set different, you bench them at different percentages. Okay, so that's getting into individual strategies, which I try to stay away from. Gooseman, okay, it's easier to set up. Regular turnings, not perfect draft randomness. Yep. That's the opener function. Yep. All that great talk there in chat, and it's all helpful info for anybody who wants to know and learn about strategies to use in perfect draft. Okay, Mickey, you're so fine. You just blew Gorgo's mind. Okay, love it there, Ryan Shore. You're a poet and don't even know it. Okay, Ramos and Tettleton are used a lot in silver. Yep. Okay, but therefore you got to read chat. Okay, how's my draft strategy evolved over time? Basically just touch and go. It's very much touch and go, and part of it's instinct and part of it's my instincts. Depending on wherever you stick your nose. But no, anyway, yeah, Beckwith can catch. I don't think he could, because he would have shown up as a, if I chose him, he would have shown up as a third catcher option. I don't think he's there. Beckwith is a catcher. Okay. I just didn't care too much for that card, though. Didn't care too much for it at all. 20-minute gun. Hey, we're ready for our next ad break. I think we're ready. Okay, I'd say so. Okay, there's a lot of stuff going on in chat. I'm sorry I missed a goodly part of it, but I was busy going through and explaining Perfect Draft, so I did not get to pay much attention, and I appreciate everybody's feedback. I very much appreciate everybody sharing in their opinions and whatnot. I'm just sorry I could not personally respond to every single last one, because there was a lot of good information to be had there. Okay, we are ready for ad break number 2. Be ready. We are going to kick it off. Okay, gang, we are back, and all in one piece. So I need to, okay, I've already got my timer reset for the next ad break. The card that I missed the most from earlier versions, I forget exactly which version it was, but there's no two ways about it. Shortstop Vince Coleman. That card could slap like none other. That card could field like none other. That card could steal bases like none other, but it was a bronze. And oh my gosh, what a card that was. What a card that was. Yep, Vince Coleman. And if my kidneys, if the one user named Your Kidneys is in the chat, he will tell you how much he loved that Vince Coleman card, okay? Because he thinks one of the new Negro League cards that just came out last Thursday night, that one of those cards is very much like the old Vince Coleman was. And I'll have to tell you this, Kidneys, if you're in chat, I tried that card. It didn't quite perform for me like I expected, so I'm back to my old established tried and true tournament team. Okay, so there's another drop that just came in. We should be up to how many drops now? Let me see. Where are we at? I need to get over to here. Okay, I need to get out of my perfect draft, and okay, we've already submitted the team, so we're done here. I have 59 packs. I started the day with 53, and I've picked up 3 from a tournament and 3 more from drops. I'm working on drop number 4 right now. So let's go in and take a look at my main number 1 team here, the Flames, because we haven't even started to look at them yet. I've got packs to open up, and we have a little over an hour to open up around 100 or so packs. I have all my tournaments spammed up, so I'm fully active there. When I say spammed, I mean I'm only allowed to have 3 regular tournaments and 2 perfect drafts running at a time, and I've got all 3 of my tournament slots filled up, and that's what I call spamming. Ooh, I've got a rough stretch here. The Reunion Tour, who is leading our division, they just knocked me down to 3rd place in the division, behind, guess who? the Americans, 1901, who I've been trading second and third place with here lately. They just took over second place from me. I was in second place. I was 10 games over at 71, 71 and 61, and I'm 2-4 on the day so far. And part of that comeback there for the Americans is from this, and we'll see that very, very shortly. If I look at my scores and schedule here, let's back up here a little bit. I lost my last 2 games against the Americans, and then back here in August, I picked off the first game from them, but they won the next 3 in their ballpark, and those are the last games I get to play against them for the season. So I have to play everybody in my division 19 times. So I'm going to go and look how I stand against all of the different teams, and in order to do that, I have to go to League Reports and Logs, and then over here I have to select a league report, and it's team versus team. Okay, and I'm looking for myself down here, and there I am. And there's the Boston Americans. They, with that last win, they have taken the season series 10 games to 9. Now, I've got 6 more games to play, 7 more games really to play with the Evanston Eagles. They're in my division. I got 7 more games to play with them before the season's done. I've got 4 more games with the reunion tour before we're done with them. Thank goodness, because they're just beating the snot out of me. Now I'm 10-3 against the Swindon Squirrels, and they've already lost the season series, because once I get to 10 wins against a division opponent, I have won that season series. They could win the next 6, and I'll still win the season series. But the Swindon Squirrels belong to Tom Budaman, who could be in chat right now. Tom Budaman, if you're in chat, wave your hand. Okay. Razulm is talking. Okay. Every time he saw Dexter in Perfect Draft. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, you're okay. You're talking about the center fielder Dexter, Charlie Dexter, I think it was. He was good. He was good. Yeah. Oh, Vince Coleman, shortstop? Was he a shortstop? Let me go back and look at that again. Vince Coleman, I thought he was a shortstop. I thought that's how I remembered it. Bear with me a moment. Left fielder, Crapola Cola. Oh, yeah, that's right. A hellacious fielder, left fielder. Okay. Yep, he was a left fielder. My bad. It's what happens with the old fart gray cells. They lose their veracity after a little while. Okay, so thanks for bearing with me. And Cubs fan 23 Steve also has him as a center fielder. Yep, center fielder, left fielder. He played around the outfield. So anyway, I want to take a look at my team and look at some individual performances here, because these guys had to really pick up their game in order to end up where they were yesterday. They started out 4 games over 500 and ended up 10 games over 500. So that's how we got vaulted into second place over top of the Americans, and they just recently passed us by. But it doesn't look too good for me, because I'm playing the reunion tour, even if it's in my ballpark. Look at these guys, 88-52. They're killing the division. So they're walking off with everything. They're going to be the division champs for certain. But what I'm trying to do is get myself, I'm still in the wild card race, 1 game ahead of third place in the wild card. So I'm still in the playoff race, so I'm not kicking myself too much just yet. Okay, 59 total packs. I started the day with 53, so we got 3 drops, and we got 3 from a tournament. So let me take a look. My transaction history will confirm that I've got, there we go, 3 Twitch drops and 3 packs from a tournament. So there's my 6 packs I picked up today so far. We're working on drop number 4 currently, and that will come in very shortly. And I want to look at my team. My pitching staff in particular, I think I need to move Bullet Joe Rogan up from the number 5 slot, because look at there. He's lesser in starts than anybody else, but he has the highest winning percentage and one of the better ERAs. He's got the 3rd best ERA on the team. Kevin Brown is the best ERA at 3.22. Mad Dog, perfect Mad Dog, I've got him at 3.39. He's doing 13 and 11. I'm going to move Bullet Joe up here to where Gully is, because Gully is underwater at 9 and 11. And if I always start the highest rested card, then I'm going to be getting the Gullickson much less often, especially when we have off days. Okay. Razulm is a tortured Mariners fan. Yep. Yep. Oh, yep. Yes, it was last year, wasn't it? Oh, okay. On base percent. Okay, yep. In that particular model, yes, he was the best. He was the best. But yeah, and I remembered him being in bronze too. So I remembered at least that much. my memories tend to stick a little bit more recent. But anyway, I think that's the only change I'm going to make for now. I'm going to submit the team so that change sticks. Gully and Bullet Joe Rogan have traded spots. And if Bullet Joe continues to show off a decent one-loss record, I may end up moving him a little bit higher. But Greg Maddux will be my next starting pitcher. He's 100% status on his on his fatigue, I should say. So he's looking good. And you remember the 1990 Cincinnati Reds? They had the 3 stellar relievers that were called the Nasty Boys. We had Norm Charlton, we had Randy Myers, and we had Rob Dibble. Okay, I've got my own 3 Nasty Boys in my Diamond Team relief staff here. I've got Rob Nen, perfect Rob Nen. I've got perfect Jonathan Papelbon, and I've got perfect Tugger McGraw. Okay, those 3 right there are killer in the bullpen. Those 3 can be my 3 Nasty Boys anytime. Okay, even though right now Rob Nen's kind of stinking up the joint with the 5.32 ERA. It's the highest one on my staff. But everybody else is faring fairly well for themselves. Mort Cooper's doing well in long relief. Vida Blue's doing especially well in middle relief. I think what I may end up doing is tell the artificial intelligence to use Vida a little bit more often in that middle relief role. Okay, we're going to use him a little bit more often, and everybody else can stay about the same, because everybody else is performing just about as well as expected. So that's my pitching staff. We're going to go ahead and submit that. So all my pitching changes are in. Now let's look at my lineups, and here's what we got. My batters aren't faring too well. My top batter right now, Joe Mauer, with a 284 average. Cal Ripken, 281, 276. They're not terrible, but they're not that great either. I don't have anybody even in the 290s right now. So I'm a little disappointed in that particular aspect. But the OPS, we do have a couple here in the 800s. I've got Willie McCovey with an 832 OPS, mostly because of his on-base percentage being 100 points better than his batting average. So he must be doing well, I'm guessing, with walks maybe? Let's see. Where's his walks? There's his walks. Okay, yeah, he's drawn 78 walks. He's struck out 117 times because his avoid K is not as good, but his I is particularly good with the 78 walks that he's drawn. So he has a good on-base percentage, plus his slugging gives him an 832 team-leading OPS. Okay, Edgar Martinez is my second highest OPS. He's batting 254, but getting on base 1/3 of all of his at-bats with a 470 slugging for an 807 OPS. So he's not looking too badly there either. These others in the 700 are fair to middle, and Joe Mauer's close to 800, but not quite there yet. Okay, so this is what my outfit looks like. My Jackie Robinson card, which is a really good card, really batting under, or really punching under his weight right now. He would normally bat much, much, much better than 207. Bullet Joe Rogan, I expect him as a pitcher to not bat that well, okay? But he's the only one of my batters on the interstate. So, Hank Aaron, he's really poor too. He's normally much, much higher. He's only batting 209 for me. Pop Lloyd is doing even better than those 2 hot cards. And Pop is one of my least talented cards. He's batting 218. There's my fourth drop that just hit. Okay, there's my third baseman, Brooksy Robinson. Richie Ashburn in center. Edgar Martinez is DH. Willie McCovey at first base. George Sisler is the first base backup. And Paul Hines is my center fielder. Joe Morgan, and he plays second base for me. He and I believe, let's see, he and Jackie, good grief, I forgot I had Jackie. Joe Morgan and Jackie are my two second basemen. Minnie Minoso is my left fielder part of the time, okay? And he trades off with Hank Aaron. When Hank doesn't want to play right, he can jump over to left and back up Minnie Minoso, but Minoso backs him up. I've got other backups in here. I've got some other outfield options open. Okay, I didn't really notice that until now, that I had two positions backing each other up, and that it may not be the best strategy to use there. Okay, so anyway, that's what the Flames are looking like, and we are sitting right now at a robust 73-65 in a Diamond League, which is the second highest level of competition in out of the park baseball. Okay, Diamond is pretty much where it's at, and the only one that's higher than that, if I take a look at the universe, there's only one level higher than Diamond League. Here's my Diamond level right here. Up here, there is only one, the one and only Perfect League that has 40 teams in it. There are 4 5-team divisions on each side of the table. 20 teams in the National Conference and 20 teams in the American Conference. If we take a look at them real quick, it doesn't really show up on the screen, but you can see from the screen that that there is a league up here. When I click on this, it doesn't bring up anything inside of OTP. It brings up a website that shows the Perfect League statistics, and that's not really visible to you folks. So just take my word for it. Perfect League is the highest level of competition. Diamond, which is where I've been for umpty gazillion seasons, is the second highest level. Gold underneath of that, silver underneath of that, bronze underneath of that, iron underneath of that, then under that is stone, and then underneath of that is Rookie League. Now, you see the promotion and relegation structures here. From Perfect League, the lowest 24 teams get relegated back to Diamond. But for the Diamond level, there is only one champion from each division. Each Diamond League only promotes one champion. You have to win the Diamond World Series to make it the Perfect League. I have been to 2 Diamond World Series so far in the Perfect Team 23 cycle, and I've lost them both. I lost one 4-1, and the other one I lost 4-2. The one I lost 4-2 was the most recent one, and that was to KK Fitz. I don't know if he's in the chat. Okay. And there's lots of stuff going on in chat. I've been paying very little, next to no attention to it, and I apologize for that. Yep. There's a lot of amazing names in there. Yep. So, anyway, you can see who's where and who does what, and who gets promoted, who gets relegated. Only one team gets promoted out of Diamond. 5 teams get knocked down to Gold. 4 teams from Gold go up to Diamond. 4 teams from Gold go down to Silver. And here you can see promotion, relegation. Promotion goes up, relegation goes down. So that's how the universe looks in out of the park baseball. Okay, we have 2 more teams to take a look at. Now we got some packs to open up, folks. 12 minutes until our next ad break. So let's jump out away from the Flames, and we'll go to team number 2, my Finneytown Wildcats. These guys are in silver, and I'm hoping to see them still hanging above relegation. They were in deep relegation not too terribly long ago. We spam Iron Best of 5 on this team, so I'm going to do this. Those tournaments play Iron cards only. Okay. My Bronze tournament team over on the Flames, the team we just left, they play Bronze cards, which means they could also include some Iron cards. We have another follower. Okay, I don't know quite how to pronounce. Oh, Matin Calm 5-3, and I believe that's going to be Calm Evening, is it not? In French? I took 3 years of high school French, and that's some of the little I can remember from then. Calm Evening. So, welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat, and thank you so much for your follow. Greatly appreciated. Okay, so we are getting ready to wait. We've got another sim coming in. This would be the 1 o'clock sim. And this team is in silver. You can see up here that they are in a silver league, which is 2 levels below the Flames' diamond league. Okay, the sim has just come in. I'm still in last place in the division, but I'm only 11 games under 500, which tells me I think I'm getting better in the relegation department. Because the last time I looked, I was like a full 2 games above the drop zone. So we're hoping to see some better stuff. Oh, I just took one on the chin. Dadgummit. Okay, let me see how I'm looking. And I'm looking in the promotion relegation standings, and here I am up here. I am 4.5 games above the drop zone. Earlier this week, I was way down in here. I was way down here in the relegation slots. That's what the REL stands for, is relegation. And right now, I'm 5 games up in the win column and 4 games in the loss column. So that translates to a 4.5 game cushion between me and the top of the drop zone. So right now, I'm looking a whole lot more comfortable. I'm 12 games under 500, yes, but I'm not 21 games under like these guys are, okay? Or 23 games under, or 26 games under. For me to be 12 games under, much preferable. Which means I will probably, if I can hold everything down, I can survive in silver for yet another season, okay? And I've been in silver for quite a long time. So let's take a look at the team. I won't go through everybody here, but show you who I'm playing in the cards. This team is a particular flavor of packs only, which means the players that I play on my team are gotten either from mission rewards that have been achieved from cards that I've drawn in packs, or from cards that I've drawn directly from packs. There's another flavor of packs only that plays only cards that come out of packs. They sell their mission rewards that they earn. They sell their mission rewards and use the proceeds to buy more packs. There is a card shop here where you can buy and sell cards. The Flames buy cards in the card shop. The other 2 teams, these Wildcats that we're looking at now, and my Juggernauts, my 3rd team, neither one of those 2 buy cards. They use mission rewards, and they use cards drawn from packs to be on their teams. Now, Charles Bender was a mission reward. R.A. Dickey was a mission reward. Red Faber, mission reward. Sid Fernandez, El Cid, mission reward. Sandy Koufax, I drew this card. I drew that card out of a pack. A 98 Sandy Koufax. Damn nice card. Pedro Martinez, mission reward. Mark Pryor, mission reward. Nolan Ryan, mission reward. AJ Minter, live AJ Minter, I drew him, okay? A live perfect card. Kurt Schilling was a mission reward. Zach Britton, mission reward. Raleigh Fingers, I drew that card. That was another lucky draw to get Raleigh Fingers. Del Crandall was a mission reward. Gabby Hartnett, mission reward. Jimmy Fox, mission reward. Luis Arias, live card, I drew him, okay? DJ LeMahieu, gold card now. I've got him playing in my infield. He's a live card, and it was, of course, a draw. Fred Pfeffer was another draw, a very good draw for second base. He's my first string second baseman. Buddy Bell was a drawn card, drawn from packs. And if you see the card art on him, I can tell from looking at him, he was a Platinum Series 2 card. Platinum Series 1 cards looked a little different. They had a little bit more kaleidoscopic look to them. Okay, but this is a Platinum 2 card. And let's see, Delahanty, there's Platinum 1. That's what Platinum 1 looked like. It had that kind of a rainbow iridescent feel to it. And Buddy Bell was Platinum 2. Dave Concepcion, Mission Reward. Okay? George Foster, I drew him. Excellent draw for him, for me, especially with me being a Reds fan. Luis Gonzalez, a drawn card. That's the only perfect other than AJ Minter that I have drawn. Okay? Billy Hamilton was a mission reward. Hank Aaron was the topper of all the live card missions. Okay? Shoeless Joe Jackson was a mission reward. So that tells you where my cards came from, and you can see how I'm doing as a team in silver. Not that great. I'm in the bottom of the division, but I'm surviving, and that survival is always a goal of mine. As more and more teams that are buying their cards as they go along, more and more teams that buy cards are populating silver and gold and diamond. They're knocking packs only teams like mine further back in the stack. So I'm way down in the stack, yes, but I am for now surviving, and that's the best I can really hope for, quite honestly. Okay, so enough looking at them. Let's go look at my juggernauts who aren't looking that good. Oh, I could cry. In fact, I think I will cry. Enough of that. Using my voice mod to great comic effect. Meta perfects on this team? Not really, Hughes man. Not really, other than Hank Aaron. Hank Aaron is about the only meta perfect that I have on there. Sell it and buy a better player? Well, that's a possibility. Okay. Entry pool team would crush this lineup? Probably so. Well, get them out of entry pool and come up here and play me and prove it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead. That was a nice little bit of trash talk there. Let's go. Let's see. This team plays best of 5 iron, so I have to do that. And we are about ready to leave this outfit behind and go see team number 3, my poor juggernauts, who are about to get relegated back to silver. Because they got bumped up to gold, and they weren't nearly ready for getting bumped up to gold. They got eliminated from playoffs yesterday. So that goes to show you them. Okay, these guys play Ace of Irons, so we're going to spam one here. And now let's go take a look at the team with its 17 packs, because after we're done looking at the team, folks, we're going to start opening packs. Because we have upwards of 100 or so packs to open up total on the 3 teams, and we're going to see what we can do to figure them out on what's inside. Okay, and granted, folks, I have been spending a lot of time explaining stuff, so okay, that was the most difficult Hank Aaron ever earned. Twan Alex, I agree. Okay, so Hughesman is starting a theme team. No perfects allowed. Interesting. It could make at least silver at some point. Sounds good. In fact, I wouldn't put it past you to be able to make it to gold with a team like that. Okay, look at my poor juggernauts. 30 games under 500. They got eliminated yesterday. They're 30 games under 500 and 30 games out of the division lead. Now, as far as the league goes, not that good. We are 3rd from the bottom of the relegation stack. I was up here in the top slot. I was only about 2 or 3 games away from escape, and I have gone 2 games deeper into relegation. So I'm almost certainly going back to silver with these juggernauts starting on Monday. Every new league week begins on a Monday, ends on a Sunday. Sunday's playoffs. Saturday is the last day, or night, I should say. 1:30 a.m. Eastern time is the regular starting regular ending time for the last simulation, that is of the 162 game season, and any play-in games that are needed for after that to help determine a tiebreaker of some sort will take place after that, after 1:30 a.m. Eastern time. So yeah, my Juggernauts aren't looking too hot. They have all of their live missions done, and they're playing just about the same cards as the Wildcats, with a few exceptions. I've drawn some different cards on this team. Luis Gonzalez was a live perfect that I drew on the Wildcats. I don't have that luxury here, but you can see there's a card that this is my Sandy Koufax of the Juggernauts. Leon Day was drawn. Okay, he's a drawn card. Red Faber was a mission reward. El Cid, Clayton Kershaw, Nolan Ryan, Charles Bender, R.A. Dickey, Pedro Martinez, Mark Pryor, Kurt Schilling. Those were all mission cards. Armando Benitez was a draw. My best reliever was a draw. And we're about ready to do our next ad break. Mule Settles, my first baseman, was a draw. Okay, Fred Pfeffer was another draw. Okay, I drew him on this team too. Arenado was a mission reward. Joe Sewell was a mission reward. Hank Aaron, of course. Billy Willie, I drew him. Willie Davis, I went out and bought him. Or no, I didn't buy him. I drew him. I bought him on my main team, the Flames, that can buy cards. This team can't buy cards. They rely on their pack contents. Shoeless Joe, Stan the Man, who was a mission reward. And here is a tournament reward card in Chicken Wolf. Okay? He was a card that I earned from placing in a high tournament. So, let us go on and get to our next ad break. This is ad break number 3. And we have another one coming up in another 30 minutes. Hang on, and we will hear from our sponsors. Hang on. Okay, gang, we're back from the advertising break, and we are ready to start taking a quick look at this team. Other than well, we already have looked at them, I think. I'm not going to get into individual performances because with a record like this, there's nothing really there to be proud of. But Leon Day is a fine pitcher. He's probably the best pitcher I've got on staff, and he's only doing 9-14 this season. So anyway, I think we are ready to start ripping us some packs. And whenever I get ready to start opening packs, I always have a little transition screen that I do. So let's go ahead and get to that. Okay. Hey, Twan LX2000, I see where you're an Indiana Hoosiers fan, and I'm a little bit of a Hoosiers fan, but mostly because my second oldest daughter, the one who is a tenured librarian up the road at Miami University up in Oxford, she got her master's in library science at Indiana University. She never went to any basketball games. She spent all of her free time in the library, which you can expect for a library science major. So anyway, she is now a tenured librarian, which means they have to do something really big up there to let her go from her job. And she's on a track right now to earn herself a full librarianship. She is now an associate librarian, which is the lowest level of tenure, but she would get the next level up if and when she earns the full librarianship, and she would lose the associate from her title, okay, and become just a regular librarian without a PhD degree. Wildcats, good sports movie, underrated. Me and my buddies watched it last night on YouTube. Nice. Goldie Hawn, Woody Harrelson, Wesley Snipes, and a bunch of other familiar faces. Ah, nice. Hachimachi. Okie doke. Lots of good chat today. I'm sorry I've been missing a goodly part of it, but I went ahead and just opened the very, very first pack, and there's not a whole lot going on in here. And since these are all live cards, I would normally do something like this.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Okay, next pack. And not a whole lot here to get excited about either. I'd like to see some historical cards that'll get me further along on some of the missions that I need. These cards may help me. These cards may help me. Now that one's a duplicate, and oh, that one's a duplicate too. He doesn't help me. What about Bill Spires? He's a first timer. What mission does he help me with? He helps me out with Wade Boggs' silver mission, which is now with the acquisition of the Spires card. This card gets me 50% done with Wade Boggs' silver mission to get me Wade Boggs' silver card. Okay, looking good. I'm going to jump out for a second. I need to make a real quick foray to the card shop. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do this. I want to go to the card shop, and this will give me the most updated stuff. I need to kill this mission here and go to none. That'll update all my stuff, okay? And you can see various and sundry cards here that are up for sale and the amount that they're selling for, okay? And what some people are willing to pay to buy them. And the last 10 purchases, the average of those last 10 purchases is expressed in this column here, okay? So I'm getting out of here and going back to my packs. So we got 14 left to go before we're done on this team. Hey, our first premium card of the day, a gold card, and who is behind this curtain? It is live Adam Ottavino with the New York Metropolitans, 80 overall card, and I'm sure he's going to be a duplicate, so I'm going to sell this guy. And it looks like he, oh gosh, yes, his L10 hasn't caught up yet because he's a recent promotee with the last live updates that happened at the 1st of September. He was a silver card that got promoted to gold. His L10 should be at least 1K. I'm just going to go ahead and quick sell him now for the 1K, okay? Because his L10 is El Stinkerino. And you see the 2 live missions that he's part of. I'm not going to sell him. I'm taking for granted that a lot of people in chat already have this card. Hardly anybody ever needs him. So I'm going to get the 1K out of him and turn that into another pack I can buy on this packs only team. Okay? Ooh, Jack Ferry. First timer. What does he help? The folklore mission, which I already have done. Okay? So that card is practically useless, but I'm hanging on to it for future reference. Okay? I like to keep cards that are in missions, but if they are historics, I will hang on to them for the better part of valor. Okay, Matt Wise, he's a duplicate. We can sell him off stream. These other guys, forget them. And we have a bunch more live cards, except for Abraham Nunez, and he's a duplicate. So keep on moving. Okay. Tim Davis. Okay, Chucky Robinson. Good to see him. Okay, Tim Davis. Historic Iron. Nah, he's a dupe. Keep going. Connor Joe let his hair grow out in the off season. These guys are all live cards. El Stinkerino. Come on, I clicked it. Let's go. Trevor Gott. Okay, I've seen him before. Same thing with that. I think it's Jimmy Rollins card. No, he's not a first timer. He's not a first timer, okay? I would have kept him otherwise. I'll sell him later. The cards are getting stinko on me. I haven't seen any diamonds yet or any perfects. Only 1 gold card. A whole bunch of live cards, and I don't need them. Oh, Dave Barnhill is a Negro League One series card. He's part of the Negro League One missions. Okay. And he's part of the missions that get you Bullet Joe Rogan, who you saw on my main team, the Flames. Bullet Joe Rogan, is the topper for the Negro League One series pitching cards. So he's the topper for getting all the pitching cards completed. All right, former Red Tommy Pham, who came to us from the Pods, and he is now a Red Sox. Okay. All live cards. Oh, Tyler Naquin, how I miss you, buddy. Have good luck in New York. I wish you nothing but the best, buddy, but I miss you badly here. Okay, AJ Ramos. Got him before, so nothing new there. These cards are really, really poor in quality. Tyler Thornburg isn't a red anymore. He was given his unconditional release. Yeah, let's keep going, I think. Or no, he was part of a trade. There's a gold card at least in the, I think, the very, very last pack, and this is an historical pack. Okay, Larry Boa as an historical silver. We'll check him out in a moment, but who's my historical gold? It is, Real Cormier, the guy that I drew in the perfect draft. Is he a duplicate? No, he is not. This is the first time I've drawn him on this Juggernauts team. Let's see what he goes into. He goes into Joe Morgan, Little Joe's gold mission. Let's go. So Cormier is a keeper. Okay? Real Cormier is a keeper, so I will not sell him. He's going to help Joe Morgan's gold mission. Now, how about Larry Boa? He's a first-timer also, so he's going to get kept. And he's part of Cal Ripken's silver mission, which is now nearly halfway done. So we keep Boa, we keep Cormier. Decent draws in that historical pack. So not looking too badly there, folks. Decent set of packs on this team. Let me see if I got any mission progress done to completion. And no missions got done. Wade Boggs' diamond mission was the one I had closest to getting done, and I didn't even draw any diamond cards that time. I got a couple of golds, maybe three. I got 3 golds, I think, and 1 or 2 historical silvers that were worthwhile. Okay, so anyway, no new mission progress on these guys, so we are ready to leave them alone and go back to team number 2 and rip their packs. Let me do, oh, there's some nice cool jazz. Okay, I can, there's the results of that quick sell that I did on the gold card, and I'll come back and pick up a pack later with that 1K that I made from that sale. Okay, so we're done here with the Juggernauts. Let's go back to the Wildcats. Connor Joe, you think you wrote his name backwards without a comma or something? Oh, is it the Oxford comma there, resume? Roger Connor's brother was a short-time Major League catcher. Joe Connor, yes, I knew that piece of trivia there, Twan Alex. I did know that one, believe it or not. That because back in Perfect Team 21, I had a 2-headed monster at first base. I had Roger Connor, and who was my other first baseman? It was a 2-headed monster. They one batted right, one batted left. And the other first baseman that I had was just lights out, where Roger Connor wasn't lights out, the other batter was. But those days are long gone, I'm afraid. Okay, let me get into here. Get the password in there. Okay, I've got another Iron Best of 5 I can spam here and fill those slots up. Oops, except I'm full on this one. I got to wait on that one to finish cycling. And we have 27 packs to open on these guys. I'll catch another Iron Best of 5 on the way out of here. Okay. I love it when everybody's talking. I'm sorry I've been missing a goodly part of it. Trying to jump more back into the chat here lately. The Munich Astrals, or München Astrals, took the Wildcats down a notch. Are they getting closer to relegation here? You see, 84, or let's see, 64 and 76. No, they're still 4.5 games out of relegation. So we're safe, I think, for now. Safe for now. So if these guys can stay in silver, I'll be happy. And I won't be terribly heartbroken if the Juggernauts have to make a jump from gold back to silver, because I really expected it. Because I knew they weren't really ready for gold yet. Okay, 27 packs to open on these guys. Let's give them a shot, see how they do. Ugh, there's another one of these.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Okay, next. More of the same. I have to hold my nose. 3 live packs in a row. Come on, game. Let me see something better than this. Oh, they give me one historical. La di freaking da. Tom Ferrick. Okay, he's a first timer though. Does he help with a mission anywhere? It's not in the mission yet. If a card is not part of an active mission, I'm keeping it for speculation purposes. Because once it does get into a mission, its value is going to go up through the roof. Okay? My first diamond card of the day. And in honor of that, okay, we got
Hey, wake up.
searching for a longer day. People feeling like the light has just come. We must never stop the way. Birds chirping and I hear my name. Grass is green and so alive. Life is happy but it's so insane. We must merely make a strive. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah. Lion's gone and come. The birds have just begun. Yeah, yeah. We will always take a stand for the people, for the land. Let's go back to when we were young. For the animals we stand. Let's go back to when trees were swung. Kids across the land. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah, I'm coming home. Savannah, we'll never be alone. Savannah, the beauty of the world. Savannah, let's all take a walk. Savannah.
Look into my eyes and don't be shy. Feel the music in your blood tonight. Feel the rhythm in my bones. What do you say? I don't know. Nah, I can't hear you out, yeah. Follow through the mellow, I can show you the right moves for you. Move your feet, come and dance with me. Till that is all you wanna do, eh? When everyone has gone and we are on our own, till then I'll follow roads that never take me home. But if you find me there, oh, I'll show you where there ain't no lies. Oh, just look in my blue eyes. I can't help it, but for some reason I feel so alive tonight. Just let up, it's alright. We can just dance out all night. I can't help it, but for some reason I feel that I need you more now. follow roads that never take me home. But if you find me there, oh, I'll show you where there ain't no lies. Oh, just look in my blue eyes.
I'm sorry, but I'm trying not to cry out your name when I'm alone. No, should've walked away when you told me to. I'm stuck with you.
OBS and my Stream Deck again.
It's been 4 days since I saw you.
I know exactly now what happened.
That it wasn't me, it's you. I'm trying to.
When it went back to the starting screen, it threw on the mute because I mute my mic during my starting screen that counts down the time. One more thing to get angry about. Okay. I gotta shake this stuff out better. It's gotta get better, guys. It's gotta get better. Okay? We are gonna open up our 61 packs. Let's go. Apologies, dudes and dudettes. Okay, nothing new here. Okay. I might do better just to put the Stream Deck away for a stream or two until I get everything figured out. There's the Red Snake Man, Vladimir Gutierrez, okay? He is called the Snake Man because that is a snake tattoo that goes all the way around from the side of his neck around to the other side of his neck. It's a big snake. Okay, next pack. Wide angle, nothing new here. Let's keep going. Hey, gold card. Be something good, please. Historic Rick Sutcliffe. Rick Sutcliffe. That's a brand new peak card that came out with the Clemente Award set that was only from last Thursday night. This is a brand spanking new gold card. Okay, so is he going to help out with a mission? I hope he's going to help with a mission. He's not part of a mission yet, so we'll keep him and look at that value on him. When he goes into a mission, he'll probably go for even more. So we're going to keep Sutcliffe. That's a big value card there. Okay, Freddie Schmidt is a good bronze pitching card. Okay. Thank you, Sir Pug. That makes this old fart feel a little better. Okay, and guess what? We're ready for another frickin' ad break. I almost said Okay, let's check out Ronnie Mauricio. He's a duplicate, so I can sell him when we're back from our last ad break of the day. And I'm going to be watching real close this time to make sure that we come back to the correct screen. So hang on for dear life. Here we go. Now there, that is the way it's designed to work. When I hit that ad break button, it's always supposed to come back to this OBS scene, okay? And when it doesn't, something is scroogied up somewhere. So I'll probably be talking with some support people and try to figure out what in holy hell is going on between OBS and my Stream Deck. Because it's some sort of a miscommunication, and I can't understand what it's doing. Yeah, because that last time it jumped back to my start screen, which has an automatic mute the microphone built into it, and I didn't catch on to that until too late. Okay. And here I thought I was making major strides just getting my audio issues fixed. Once we got all of that stuff ready, okay? All other media sounds are loud compared to my voice, okay? Let me try turning up the voice a little bit. How's that? Okay? And I'm turning down the other media a little bit, okay? Is that better, I hope? Resume? Okay? I hope that helps. I bumped up the microphone and I bumped back the desktop audio. Okay, let's hope that helps. Alrighty, we are ready to sell us a future legend card that I do not need. So if you need this Ronnie Mauricio card for the Mets future legends, we are going to put him up for sale, and I'm going to put him up for $523, which is 50 less than L10. Okay, $523 is 50. So we are going to put him up, and if you need him, there's your best price on him. Go get him if you need him. All right, 51 packs to go. Okay, and we have our sound. We are not muted. We are back on the correct scene in OBS. When technology works, it's marvelous. Okay, all right, nothing new here to take a look at, unless some of these cards help out with some of my historical missions. Okay, we'll look at them later. Okay, Chick Hafey, a really decent bronze left fielder. Okay, Nick Castellanos, another former Red. Okay, Ricky Vitalico. Oh, nothing new here at all. That stinks. Okay, Oh, Ken Keltner, okay. He is a duplicate. I've already given him a shot, okay, at third base. Ray Fontenot, is this? Oh no, he's a duplicate. I can sell this guy. Duplicate historic silvers get sold on stream. The L10 is higher than the lowest sell order, so we are going to go lower than the lowest sell order. We're going to sell this guy for $15.99, which beats the crap out of L10, and it also beats by 122 perfect points. It beats the lowest sell order on this card. Am I right? No, I'm not. $15.55. Let's make that $14.99. $14.99, okay. I needed to refresh my card shop. Okay, we are going to sell this guy for $14.99, and he is now out there if you need that Ray Fontenot card for the mission. Okay, 43 packs to go. Nothing new here. Keep going. And a whole lot of nothing new here except for Joey Votto. Always good to see him. He's on the shelf for the rest of the season with his rotator cuff surgery. Neil Walker, okay, I can sell this guy. Let me look here, 44.20. Oh, look at Joe Morgan silver mission. No wonder his value is so goosed and out of range. Okay, we're going to sell this card for a dirt cheap price of $19.99, which is less than half the lowest sell order. I'm kind of ashamed at that sell order of $44.20. That's pathetic. That's gouging. I try not to ever gouge. Okay? So we're going to put this guy up for $19.99. If you need him, best price on the market, go get him. Okay? Let's go and get us some more cards. We've got 40 packs to go in about 12 minutes. I think we'll make it. Jim Brown, decent Negro League 2 catcher. Okay, bronze card. I'd already purchased him, and I drew him just now. Okay, let's keep going. Monty Cross, I used to try him in the infield, but no longer on my bronze tournament team. And nothing new here. Yep. You like it better now, Resume? Good. I'll leave it right where it's at. Oh, if the sound on the ads, I don't have any control of the sound on the ads, I'm afraid. I think they intentionally turn those up to make sure that they grab your attention. So I apologize for that, but at least I set time aside for them so that they do their stuff when I'm not doing content. Okay? Okay, Mike Moustakas with my Reds. Okay, Mike Minor with my Reds. Max Schrock with the Reds. Get some Reds cards. Hunter Green with the Reds. Reds packs aplenty. Marty McManus. Okay, keep going. Yep. This card stinks. And this one practically does too. The pack stinks, not the card. Okay, 29 packs. We're going to zip right through these guys. Okay, a gold card. Finally, we're starting to get into some Gorgo luck now. Oh, but it's only live Chris Sale. But he can get sold. Sale is going on sale. We're going to put him up for 10 1/4. 10 1/4 will get you a Chris Sale on sale right now. Okay, keep going. Next pack. Ah. Anthony Eovaldi, nice card art. Ken Keltner again, who's behind the gold curtain, but live Ian Happ with the Cubbies. Okay, so we are going to sell him, and I think he's good for about, I'd say, $10.99. $10.99 will get you an Ian Happ if you need him for those 3 missions. Best price on the market. Go get him if you need him. Okay, next pack. 26 to go, and 10 minutes. We'll make it. We'll make it. Because I don't think I will be raiding into Tesuiji, because he said last week that he was going to be out for a couple of weeks because of other obligations. So I will be finding somebody for us to raid into at the end of the stream. So please hang on. If you don't have all your drops yet, I'll try to pass you to somebody who can give you more drops. Okay? Ugh, nothing here. Keep going. And a whole lot of nothing here. Ooh. Frank Warfield. This card, guys. This card. This card, if you play bronze, this card. This card. Look at the defense and wait till you see the other stuff on this guy. He steals every base. I can't really look at him. I can't look at him. I can't look at the card, but if you get a chance, look at that 68 Frank Warfield card. It will impress you for bronze. I promise you. Absolutely bronze. Okay? What was that diamond card? The diamond card that I had was a live Shane McClanahan. The diamond card was a live Shane McClanahan. Okay? Okay? I haven't had very many diamonds today. Getting more golds than anything. Okay, nothing new here. Keep going. Ish, nothing here. 18 packs to go. Yeah, we got plenty of time to finish these guys up. The diamond card that I got was a Shane McClanahan. Pretty sure. Nothing new here. Keep going. Hey, gold card. Please be something good. Jose Trevino. We will sell him. So if anybody needs him, I'm going to put him up for $10.99. $10.99 will get you a Jose Trevino. Okay, he is now up for sale. Best price. 11 packs to go and 7 minutes. We'll make it easy. We'll make it very easy. Michael Givens, X-Red. Hey, diamond card. Diamond card. What have we got back here? Please be something nice. Please be something nice. 5 Starling Marte. I could do worse. I could do a lot worse. We're going to sell this dude. And it looks like I'm going to sell him. Somebody wants to spend $41.20 on him. Somebody wants to sell him for $45.79. Let's sell him for $43.99. We're beating L10, we're beating the lowest sell order, we're beating this highest buy order. So Starling Marte, including the All-Star mission that he's in, he is now up for sale for the best available price right now. Go get him if you need him. Okay, 9 packs to go. Okay. There's Joe Nuxall's reincarnation, Jacob Stallings. Nothing new here. Oh, gold card. We're starting to pick up on the luck a little bit. Live Jason Foley with the Detroit Tigers. Let's do something with him. I'm pretty sure I've already got him. And I do. We're going to sell him. And we're going to sell him, I think, for a nice $10.99. We'll get you a Jason Foley if you need him. Okay? He is now on the market. Get him if you need him. Best price. Okay, next pack. Nothing new here. Local product Andrew Benintendi, who I actually saw play high school ball with Madeira High School. They were in the same league as the Finneytown Wildcats, the team that my number 2 team is named for. Finneytown High School Wildcats played in the same league with the Madeira Mustangs, and that's where Andrew Benintendi went to high school, was at Madeira High School. And he was a multi-sports star. Basketball was his other chief sport besides baseball. Okay, so yes, very, very good local product, and I was lucky enough to see him play in high school. Okay, nothing new here. Live silvers all over the place. 4 packs to go. Nothing new here. Keep going. 3 packs. Ooh, Wally Berger. Nice draw, but we got us a gold card over here. Historical pack. That's what's going on. This is an historical pack. Who is it? Who is it? Give it to me. That warms this old Red fan's heart. Ernie freaking Lombardi. First time I've drawn him on this account, and I could not be more pleased. Really, really pleased. If you ever make it to Great American Ballpark sometime, there are 3 statues in the plaza directly in front of the stadium. Joe Nuxhall is on the mound. Frank Robinson is up at the plate batting. And Ernie Lombardi is catching. Okay? Those three statues working in concert together make beautiful visual music. And I mean, it just tugs at your heartstrings what it does to see a sight like that. Joe Nuxhall, Frank Robinson, and Ernie Lombardi all in the same tableau, if you will. Also consider Johnny Bench is in his own place of honor over at the entrance to the stadium by the Reds Hall of Fame. Okay? He has his own statue over there. Outside of the plaza area, approaching the stadium, you have Pete Rose in a sliding pose, sliding headfirst into a base. And then you've got Little Joe Morgan also doing some work, okay? Little Joe Morgan, Pete Rose, Johnny Bench outside the plaza area. Inside the plaza area, but off the center part, is Ted Kluszewski. Ted Kluszewski with his sleeveless uniform and those gigantous biceps. Another statue in Great American Ballpark, or that is outside Great American Ballpark. Okay, Tommy Corcoran is another Reds card, and I'm going to sell this guy. He is part of the Dead Ball Silver Batters, which are 117% complete for me, but may not be complete for you. We're going to sell him for, it was going to be $531, but let's go 50 under that $525. We're going to make it $475. $475 is what Tommy Corcoran is going for. So if you need him, there's your best price. Now let's go ahead and take a look at Wally Berger. He's a duplicate also. That's a Platinum 2 Series card with that card art. And we're going to sell him because he's part of Platinum Series 2 Rebirth, but he's a duplicate for me. So I'm going to sell him for considerably less than L10 and the lowest sell order. So we are going to sell him for $17.99. We hit the right numbers in the right place. $17.99. Okay, that will get you a Wally Berger card, which is higher than the highest buy order, lower than all these other sell numbers, and L10. He is on the market. Go get him if you need him. He is out there. Okay? Okay, now we've got 2 packs to go. They're both historical packs, so we're hoping for good stuff. Show me some goodies. No silvers, but we do have an historic gold, and it's going to be Dick Raditz. Okay, and he's a duplicate. I can sell this guy. He's part of Cooperstown Club Relievers, which I have 90% complete, and he is a duplicate. So I'm going to sell this one. Let's go. Okay, somebody wants to spend $1,800 to buy him. I'm going to put him up for $18.25. Okay, that way somebody in chat will have a chance to get him, and I won't be fulfilling this buy order over here. Okay, so someone in chat can buy Dick Raditz for $18.25 if you need him for Cooperstown 1 Relievers. Okay, here he goes. He is now out there. Okay. One last historical pack to go, and then we're done for the day. Let's get to it. No silvers here either. Jim Brown catcher card again, but the gold historical belongs to Joel Pinheiro. Nice draw. First time to the collection. What do you help with, sir? Larry Walker's gold mission, which is I have complete already. I already have Larry Walker's perfect card completed. So we're going to keep him anyway because he's a first timer to the collection. He may show up in a future mission sometime later down the line. So we're keeping Joel Pinheiro. Okay, now let's look at our missions. Did we make any progress? No mission progress, but look at the CC1, Cooperstown Club 1 Relievers. I still need 25 perfect points, or 25 card points before I can get that one completed. I've got 45 card points left on the hits mission for Cooperstown Club 1. I have to buy a 50-point card because all of my lower level cards are in the fold. It has to be a 50-point card to complete this mission for me. Okay, so that one's going to be kind of crazy. And I didn't make any progress at all on the Cooperstown Club 1 control side. So, nothing new there at all, and I'd say we are just about done for today, folks. Let's get ready to call our quits. And I don't have anything to spam here. I am going to take a quick look at my longest running tournament while I'm running over on another screen to go check and see if I can find anybody else streaming out of the park right now. The only other person that I see out there that is streaming presently, this poor guy has 0 viewers right now. He does not provide drops, sadly. But I'd love for you guys, on his stream is just now beginning. PBE Sim is who I'm going to raid today. He's the only other game in town that is active at the moment. So we'll be setting up a raid to go over to PBE Sim. But let me get to my screen first so that we can get ready to call it quits for the day. You love hearing how I describe it? Okay. Clayton Edward Kershaw. Yeah. Starling Marte. Oh, I did have a Starling Marte. I forgot that. I did have a Diamond Starling Marte. I also had a Diamond Shane McClanahan. So, anyway, guys, I apologize for all the technical snafus. I think I know the way around the OBS scene crap, and that's if I'm during an ad break, if I come back to OBS, I can see what screen it throws everybody to, and I can instantly fix it. And I can also check to see what scene it throws you to, because if it throws you to the starting screen, it's also going to mute my mic. So that was the double whammy on that little snafu. And then the next snafu was on, it was a mess, just a big old mess. So, apologies again for the difficulties. We hope everybody got their drops. And I'm going to set up a raid for PBE Sim, and we're going to go see him next. Okay? And in the meantime, oops, hang on a second, I got to spell it right. In the meantime, thanks everybody for spending time here with the old fart today. Gorgo 2005, rounding third and heading for home. My old Joe Nuxhall that I pull out of the rabbit hat. Okay? Everybody take care. Have a great rest of your day. We're going to try to have a better day tomorrow, because tomorrow we have the historical simulation of the week. We won't be opening packs, but we will look and see how our 3 teams ended up their seasons and do the historical simulation of the week. The 1976 Reds versus a future team to be named later. So thanks a lot, everybody, for spending time here, and we will send you off to PBE Sim. Give him all the Gorgo love you can. Okay? Take care, folks. Bye-bye.